Please take your seats and welcome to the stage NACD First Vice President, Mark Masters.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to NACD's 2026 Leadership Luncheon. We have some outstanding conservation leaders to recognize today, but before we eat, I invite everyone to pause for a moment with me to give thanks both for the land and the people that grew, prepared, and served our lunch today, and also for the opportunity that we have to gather together to honor the conservation leaders across this country. Would you please join me in a moment of silent gratitude? Thank you. I would also like to recognize the winners of our National Poster and Photo Contest for 2025. The contest focused this year on the theme, Home is Where the Habitat Is. Posters highlight the essential role and natural managed habitats play in the continued health of our planet, and I'm continuously amazed by the thoughtful and artistic submissions entered each year. Throughout the lunch, the winning posters and photos will be displayed on the screen. As you enjoy your lunch, be sure to look for the winners from your region. Congratulations to all of our photo and poster contest winners, and a special thank you to the NACD education team for overseeing this contest. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you, and continue to enjoy your lunch.
Please welcome back to the stage NACD First Vice President Mark Masters.
Good afternoon, and thank you again for joining us here in San Antonio. Please feel free to continue eating as we begin this afternoon's program. It's certainly an honor to be here and today as we celebrate our conservation leaders. I'll waste no time in introducing our Secretary-Treasurer, Carl Jensen, to the stage to recognize and celebrate members and leaders in conservation.
Thank you and good afternoon. Thank you, Mark. For those of you who may not know me, I'm Carl Jensen, and I am your NACD Secretary-Treasurer. I have a farm and ranch in western South Dakota with my wife, Celia, and my brother in western South Dakota. I also serve as chairman of my local district, which gives me great pride. The Lawrence County Conservation District is in far western South Dakota. I'm past president of the South Dakota Association of Conservation Districts. I had the honor to serve in the Northern Plains for 2 years on the executive board. For any of you that haven't met me yet or that I haven't met, look me up when this is over. I treasure my old friends, but I always look forward to making new ones. The hard work of NACD members to conserve our natural resource, our nation's natural resources, is what brings us all together this afternoon. The theme of this meeting is Deep Roots, Bold Horizons, and it's my honor to acknowledge the change makers who have built strong roots and continue to reach new horizons in conservation. NACD is proud to have such an active and dedicated membership across the country. It is our goal to shine a national spotlight on the work that all of you are doing at the local level. For NACD, our mission is serving our members in numerous ways, including advocating for the conservation districts on Capitol Hill and their national partners, providing educational materials like the curriculum for our annual Stewardship Week, seeking out and developing funding from new sources, finding the right page, new opportunities and resources for districts, keeping our members up to date with the latest information through free publications, hosting learning opportunities for our district staff, sharing district success stories and opportunities in our publications, and sharing job opportunities and training opportunities. NACD builds and maintains relationships with lawmakers and federal partners to ensure the conservation districts and voluntary, locally led conservation that are at the forefront of thought in agriculture and environmental policy decisions. Through the years, we continue to demonstrate to those in public office just how vital the conservation districts are for natural resources conservation. Member support is the driving force of NACD. Our members allow us to continue to do the important work we do. It is what allows the organization to best represent all of you across the country, in each diverse region, each with unique natural resource concerns. We consider all conservation districts members of NACD, and for those who can support us through membership dues, we offer 3 levels of membership. As you can see on the program, and I'm assured it's up there. I encourage those of you who can to level up your contributions and take advantage of the benefits of these higher membership opportunities. In addition to these benefits, active membership qualifies you for the many awards that we're about to announce. Every dollar contributed supports districts through our work with our legislators and our federal agencies, our national publications, and our educational and outreach materials. With your support, we are helping to get more funding in the hands of conservation districts. It is my honor to recognize and commend those states and territories who make NACD membership a priority. I'd like to invite Gary Blair, our president, to the stage to help me present these awards. First, we'd like to announce the states and territories that have achieved 100% district participation in NACD membership payments in the fiscal year. We define 100% participation in the following ways. 100% of the districts in the state or territory contribute dues to NACDs at any level, or 100% of a state or territory's membership dollars have been contributed, regardless of the number of districts that have paid. As I read the names, would a representative of each state or territory please come forward and receive your award? For the first time contributing 100% of their dues is Washington. Next on our list, great state of Alabama. Welcoming another friend of mine to the table, Connecticut. Congratulations. Next on the list is a new friend and one of my active committee members from Delaware. And now for the state of Georgia. Please come to the stage, Guam. And while we're in the Pacific, Hawaii. Next up, Kentucky. An example of a new friend, Maryland. And an example of an old friend, Nebraska. And an example of one of my buddies, Ohio. Rounding out the list, Rhode Island. Oh, got away. I spoke in air, one more old friend, Virginia. And particularly, we recognize these 10, but thank you everyone for your support of NACD. Transfer back, all right. If I just look here instead of wandering around. Next, we'll present the awards for the top 10 contributing states or territories that made the largest financial contributions to NACD in fiscal year 2025. Again, I'd like to ask a representative from each of these states to come forward and receive their award. Kansas. Kevin. $33,575. Slightly above that, at $33,899, is Washington. Thank you.
Thank you.
$34,669 from the great state of Iowa. Coming in at $35,300, Virginia. Okay. Good to see ya. In sixth place with 40,136, great state of Kentucky. And just a hair over 43 grand, North Carolina. And not to be outdone by North Carolina comes Indiana at 43,881. And from Ohio, 46,634. Got it. Unfortunately, we don't have a member. Oh, we do have a, well, he's, we'll just weight on Minnesota because they did contribute $48,235. The late Randy, thank you. And as I'm continually reminded by Dr. Knight, the great state of Alabama is in number one, $52,700. And thank you, Gary, for handing those out. How about one more round of applause for all the contributors to NACD? NACD is at foremost a member-based grassroots organization, and we deeply appreciate the support not only from these states and territories, but from all of our member states, territories, associations, and local districts. As chair of the NACD's District and Partner Relations Committee, it has been wonderful to witness how conservation districts and the state and territory associations lead conservation efforts in their communities. On behalf of NACD's District and Partner Relations, I should be able to say that, I chair it, District and Partner Relations Committee, I would like to honor those individuals who support locally led conservation efforts through the Friends of NACD program. Through a one-time annual and lifetime donations, Friends of NACD directly support the work of conservation districts across the country. I encourage you to look around at the lapels of your peers this week for those wearing a blue conservation C-pin that identifies our friends and supporters. If you'd like to become a friend of NACD, I encourage you to visit the registration desk or donate on NACD's website. As I would like to give a special thank you to our lifetime friends of NACD who have made a continuous commitment to supporting conservation districts through the program. These supporters can be identified by their handcrafted silver and turquoise lapel pin. Will lifetime friends that are here today please stand and let's give them a round of applause. As someone pointed out, if you get one of these pins, it's the equivalent of I gave at the office. See, we won't bother you anymore if you get one of these pins. If you don't have one yet, you're going to keep hearing from us. Okay, thank you again. Everybody set? Friends of NACD, each year a portion of the funds raised through the Friends of NACD program are allocated for grants for conservation districts. Through the competitive Friends of NACD District Grants Program, donations support grants of up to $2,500 for each eligible member conservation districts. Since its inception in 2020, Friends of NACD District Grants Program has awarded over $115,000 in grant funding to 47 districts in 28 different states. Thanks to the generous donation of our Friends of NACD and the contributions from Scott's Miracle Grow Foundation. This year, we were able to award 8 new grants. It's my honor to announce the 2026 Friends of NACD District Program awardees. And just read through these. Southern Guam, you're up there. Southern Guam and Water Conservation District. Rapides Soil and Water Conservation District of Louisiana. Hancock Soil and Water District of Maine. Aroostook Soil and Water Conservation District of Maine. There we go. Somebody's out there. Alger Conservation District of Michigan. Allegan Conservation District of Michigan. Caribe Soil and Water Conservation of Puerto Rico. And Kitsap Conservation District of Washington. Thank you all. And just briefly again, any of you who are not familiar, those grants are purposely small. They're for districts that maybe can't qualify for bigger grants, but those are exactly the people we're looking for to get more deeply involved with the NACD family. With these grants, the conservation districts will implement creative initiatives to support their customers and deliver locally led conservation. Their projects will address invasive species management, shoreline restoration and stabilization, environmental education, community outreach, and a host of other activities. Please join me in congratulating all of our grant recipients. And thank you again to our friends of NACD and Scott's Miracle-Gro Foundation who make this program possible with their financial support. No matter the level of your donation, you are helping the conservation districts. Next, the NACD and District Partner Relations Committee would like to recognize those in our NACD Hall of Distinction. Since its launch in 2016, the inductees have been recognized as leaders in the conservation community. They've contributed so much to conservation at the local, state, and national levels. If there are any members of the NACD Hall of Distinction present, I invite you to stand. Okay. In their absence, let's congratulate those people that are already in the hall. Now, we are really excited. It says we're excited. I'm excited to announce this year's inductees. First of all is Joe Glassmeyer of Ohio. Please join me in welcoming Joe. Second on the list, and these are not my order of importance, Joe Lomax of New Jersey. Please welcome me in joining Joe to the stage. The third name, no matter how hard I tried to get this struck from the agenda, Dr. Orville Gigstad, my long-term friend and associate. You notice he has kind of a large fan club, but in fact, that covers the whole room. Congratulations on your induction in NACD's Hall of Distinction, and thank you for your many contributions in conservation. And as many of you know, some of those contributions that these people have made are tangible, some are intangible. We appreciate all of them. Thank you so much. We encourage every state and territory to select a leader to induct into this honorary group. States and territories may induct one person to the NACD Hall of Distinction each year. Details on how to submit a nomination can be found online, or if you need a hand, let us know. Thanks for helping us honor these achievements of all these extraordinary conservation districts and individuals associated with them, our state and territory association and conservation leaders that we have recognized today. Please join me in giving them one more round of applause. And at this point, I'll turn it over to my president and friend, Gary Blair.
Thank you, Carl, and congratulations again to all the extraordinary conservation districts and leaders we've recognized so far. As many of you know, NACD's educational efforts are the forefront of our mission as an organization, and this year marks our 17th annual Pack a Book Drive. Due to the generosity of meeting attendees like you, we've been able to donate over 1,300 conservation and natural resource themed books, like this one titled The Dirt, to a local elementary schools throughout the years. This year's Pack a Book donations will be distributed through local conservation districts, schools, public libraries, and conservation education programs. Accepting on behalf of the Association of Texas Soil and Water Conservation Districts, it's my honor to present this year's Pack a Book donations to Executive Director Tamara Daniel. Tamara, you want to provide any remarks? I'm sorry. Sorry.
No, thank you very much. So very happy to present these books. And we have a local elementary school here in Amarillo in San Antonio. We're going to be taking these books to. Books are wonderful, especially meaningful in a young child's life. And so we're very excited to work with y'all and be able to do this. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone who donated a book, and if you haven't yet, you can still drop them off in your packed books at the NACD booth in the Conservation Showcase, or find out how to mail a book directly to the association. Next, I'd like to welcome to the stage our past president, Brent Van Dyke, chair of the National Conservation Foundation. The foundation is NACD's sister organization that supports our conservation education efforts globally. Welcome, Brent.
Thank you, Gary, and welcome everyone. It's an honor and a privilege to be here on behalf of your National Conservation Foundation. The National Conservation Foundation, or as we refer to as NCF, has accomplished a great deal this year. NCF's two flagship programs, the NCF Envirothon and the Next Generation Leadership Institute. Both programs aim to teach and develop future conservation leaders, and neither would be possible without the support of donors, volunteers, partners, as well as conservation districts. The NCF Envirothon is an annual academic international competition that educates students about environmental and conservation of natural resources through hands-on outdoor experiences, academic experiences, study, and collaboration competition. Each year, an estimated 25,000 students participate in Envirothon education programs and educational components across the United States, Canada, and China. Hosted in partnership with Alberta Envirothon Association, the 2025 NCF Envirothon annual competition was held this past July in Mount Royal University in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Please look towards the screen to watch a recap of Envirothon 2025.
I would say that the kids that come here are looking to make a difference. What we get out of it is the knowledge of why we protect our planet, and also a lot of friends.
I think the experience for the students is outstanding. There is a lot of research, a lot of processing of materials prepared by the Envirothon, both at the local and state and national level. They want to be part of the natural world.
Envirothon is an international environmental competition that covers 5 topics: wildlife, forestry, aquatics, soils, and the current issue. This year's was about forestry and resiliency with climate change. And what you do is you study and prepare to take exams and hands-on knowledge and application of all these different topics. And then you also create an oral presentation. And the whole goal of it is to educate youth about the environment and the importance of protecting it.
It's pretty amazing. We have 250 kids, some of them who have never seen mountains before. They're seeing nature that they potentially have never seen before, talking about problems that they maybe don't experience in their own places.
It's been a safe place for them, a place that they can come and learn, get outside, do the things that they enjoy. My big philosophy is we're going to learn a lot, we're going to put our best foot forward, and we're going to have a lot of fun in between.
I really enjoy the teammates that I have, enjoy hanging out with them, being able to travel with them. It's also really cool to meet people from across the country and see kind of how life differs between sides of the country and even between countries themselves.
I think that it's really important to have sponsors supporting it so that they can continue to grow and benefit the world, because there's so many of these young minds that are learning so much about, truthfully, about like everything involving the world.
To steward the environment for future generations and to have the surety that these young people with all their energy and drive are on the forefront of that is crucial. And it's a lovely business to be involved in.
And once again, I'd like to recognize the top performing teams of the 2025 Envirothon. In 3rd place, the New York Envirothon team from Ephesus, New York. A round of applause. Thank you. In 2nd place, the Maryland Envirothon team from Pilesville, Maryland. A round of applause. And last but not least, the Massachusetts Envirothon team from Lexington, Massachusetts was the champion of the 2025 competition. Congratulations to all our team students and their hard work. These top 3 teams were awarded $30,000 in scholarships thanks to Smithfield Foods. Smithfield is the largest corporate sponsor of the NCF Envirothon. The NCF Envirothon annual competition, in addition to other scholarships, each year Smithfield's employees donate their time and expertise to Envirothon, serving as volunteers at competitions across the United States. Thank you, Smithfield, for your continued support of this contest. Also, NCF and other supporters awarded close to $10,000 in scholarships for 4th through 10th place teams. In total, over $50,000 was awarded in scholarship funds to the winning teams. Further, thanks to a donation from Canon USA, $10,000 in scholarship funds were distributed to award the 2025 winners of the Stations Awards in recognition for their outstanding achievements. Please join me in giving thanks to all 2025 NCF Envirothon Alberta competition supporters. I'd also like to recognize NRCS for their ongoing partnership with NCF in support of your Envirothon program. In addition to supporting NCF Envirothon, NRCS field staff are crucial support for so many local Envirothon programs and competitions. They routinely lead hands-on training sessions for teams or use their wealth of knowledge and skills to develop educational resources as well as challenging test questions at the competitions. And finally, on behalf of NCF, I'd like to especially thank NACD and nearly 3,000 districts across the United States who support Envirothon at every level. District staff are often the first natural resource professionals that these students will meet. Your efforts to train teams, to coordinate local competitions are invaluable to these students and to NCF. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Over the next few months, NCF is looking forward to seeing thousands of students who will be participating in local and state Envirothon competitions. As Envirothon teams prepare for their 2026 competition, I encourage you all to be volunteers at your next local Envirothon competition. You will witness firsthand how Envirothon challenges, inspires, empowers that next generation. Your time, support, and knowledge of natural resources will undoubtedly help them become the conservation leaders of tomorrow and succeed in their Envirothon journey. The leading teams from 54 states, provincial, and partner nations Envirothon programs will gather this summer for the 2026 NCF Envirothon annual competition, July 19th through the 25th in Starksville, Mississippi. This year, we're excited to include a team from our newest program, the Virgin Islands Envirothon. Hosted in partnership with the Mississippi Soil and Water Conservation Commission, the 2026 competition will put a spotlight on the topic of non-point source pollution. It begins at home. Students will learn how to conduct their own non-point source survey in their own local community and their watershed. Additionally, they'll learn about non-point source mitigation strategies, which encompass actions at both the individual and community levels. Good luck to all the teams in 2026. Now, our other flagship program is no secret to this crowd. I want to recognize today the Next Generation Leadership Institute, or as we all know it, NGLI. This program was launched in 2019 to equip local conservation district leaders with the tools and skills to become national leaders. Through personal, civic, and organizational leadership, NGLI prepares its cohorts to face the challenges of a changing world. These graduates of the 2025 cohorts have solidified their place as conservation leaders of the nation. As the 5th cohorts of the program, they have completed over 80 hours of instruction, a full day of legislative visits, and a capstone project designed to apply the skills they've learned back in their local home districts. Though their backgrounds may be widespread and diverse, the group came together to face the challenges of the curriculum head on. The growth that they have each individually achieved in the past year is largely due to the trust and confidence that they have in each other. Conservation is always a worthwhile effort. On behalf of NCF, I'm honored to announce the graduation of the 5th cohort of the Next Generation Leadership Institute. Upon hearing their name, each graduate is invited to come up to the podium and say a few words. And I'm going to grab my hat because I have to take a picture, and I want to take it with my hat. The first one, Patricia Brown of the Sabine Soil and Water Conservation District in Louisiana.
Short people. I just want to start out and thank NCF for sponsoring this amazing program. And anybody out there, if you've thought about it, do it. You will be highly blessed with Keith for starters. But other than that, thank y'all.
Next, Carmen Bruner Steele of the Creek County Soil and Water Conservation District in Oklahoma.
Good afternoon. I am a member of the Creek County Conservation District Board in Bristow, Oklahoma. I am the third consecutive board member to graduate from the NGLI program, and I am thankful to have this opportunity and to follow the footsteps of my fellow board members, Donnie Stevens, Mr. Excel Lafayette. I'm thankful to Mr. Gary Blair and the foundation for the acceptance and the opportunity. And special thanks goes to our fearless leader, Keith Owens, because he has a gift for peopling. Now, I'm especially thankful for my family cohort. The connections we will have forever. Diversity is key in this organization. I believe it was Temple Grandin, known for her unique perspectives in conservation, said it best. People are different, not less. So maybe I'm experienced and maybe I'm different because in my life, I faced a lot of challenges because I am different. Maybe it's because I represent 4 different cultures. But I was welcomed here, so I know I belong in this room, and I thank you for it. You don't have to be perfect to be treated well, and it helps to give others the grace that God has given you. And to the ones that are coming up in this organization of the NGLI Institute, or if you're even thinking about it, you can gain all the education and the knowledge of different and various sources. But if you don't take the steps to put it into action, no one is going to benefit from it. This program allows us to think about setting higher goals, not just for ourselves, but for our community. I'll leave you with this. It's so very important to support and promote mental health. There is someone out there that is so very grateful because you exist. So take care of yourself while just the same way you take care of others, because you are loved and you're worth it. Thank you.
Next, Stacy Conley of the Sabine Soil and Water Conservation District out of Louisiana.
Hi, I'm Stacy Conley from the northwest part of Louisiana. I just want you to know this program has been really special. If you're interested in conservation, obviously you are, you're here. Highly recommend NGLI. My voice, I'm losing it again. If you want to be more involved, you'll definitely learn a lot in it. And I definitely recommend it. I've made amazing friends, and I've learned a lot. Fearless leader, our fearless leader, Keith, is amazing. I hope y'all all enjoy him, the new ones. This moment's really bittersweet. I truly enjoyed it. I hate it's over, but I'm ready to move on too. And I thank the NCF Foundation, the leadership for it, and NACD, excuse me. And I thank you all.
Next, Sadie Lister of the Little Colorado Soil and Water Conservation District in Arizona.
Yat Wasana, Shay Sadie Listerhunshia, Tatnis Danina Schleto Bahambashish Chin, Todich Eni Dashache, Sinajini Dashanala. Hello, my people. My name is Sadie Lister. I'm of the Tangle clan and related to the Edgewater clan. My maternal grandfather is of the Bitterwater clan, and my paternal grandfather is of this Blackstreet clan, and I am a Navajo woman. Standing here at the NACD annual conference is an honor I never imagined. When I was a child, herding sheep on the open range, back then my siblings and I didn't think of ourselves as land stewards. We were simply doing what our family had always done. But those early mornings and long days on the land were shaping us. They were teaching us responsibility, patience, and a deep connection to the places that sustain us. In 2011, after receiving a grazing permit with 152 units from my parents, I involved my family to begin developing a conservation plan. Combined units held by my mother's siblings, our family managed 640 units across roughly 26,000 acres of customary land use area. That experience opened my eyes to the importance of thoughtful land management. It showed me that conservation is not just a practice, it is a commitment for future generations. That same year, I stepped forward to represent my community of Indian Wells as a board member for the Little Colorado River Soil and Water Conservation. Soon after, I attended my first Arizona Association of Conservation Districts summer meeting. AACD welcomed me, supported me, and entrusted me with representing 10 tribally established conservation districts in Arizona. Their belief in me strengthened my resolve to serve. In 2025, with AACD's support, I joined the NGLI cohort. This program expanded my leadership capacity in ways I will carry for the rest of my life. We learned from powerful presentations, strengthened our communication skills, experienced the legislative process firsthand, and torched successful conservation projects that demonstrated what is possible. The 2025 cohort brought diverse local perspectives, making this journey not only educational but truly remarkable. The future of conservation leadership depends on one thing, our youth. They need us, we need them. If we want resilient landscapes, thriving communities, and strong conservation districts, we must invest in the next generation. We must mentor them, encourage them, and show them that their voices matter, because they do. Before I close, I want to express my gratitude to Keith Owens. Thank you for your mentorship. I don't know where he's sitting at. Also to NCF, thank you for the outstanding program. To AACD for believing in me and supporting my journey. And also to my family of Sunflower Butte. Ahiha.
And next, Josh Myers of the Guilford County Soil and Water Conservation District in North Carolina.
I appreciate the honor to be here today. Carmen was mentioning 3. Well, I'm the 3rd of North Carolina, and we've got a 4th coming, so it's a great honor to be part of this family. I want to thank NACD and NCF for the amazing opportunity and forward thinking as we build future leaders, not only for the organization, but for our nation. I also like to thank the North Carolina Association for their continued commitment to conservation leadership development, honoring the legacy of our own Hugh Hammond Bennett. As everyone in the room knows, NGLI was built on the principles of leadership, development, and growth, increasing cohorts' capacity to navigate complex current and future conservation challenges. I just stole that. Yet, in my opinion, NGLI's value is found in the relationship building, better understanding of the personal triumphs and challenges of our fellow states and territories. It's through these relationships that we will flourish and better advocate for our cause, which is so dear to all of us. I don't know if you know the saying from Groucho Marx, I would never join a club that would have me as a member. Well, I sure am thankful this is the exception to the rule. I look forward to the continuation of this journey and further expanding our conservation family. And once again, I appreciate all the work that was done to do this.
Thank you, Josh. And last but not least, Randy Smith of the Mower County Soil and Water Conservation District in Minnesota.
Well, I didn't really prepare a speech. I can kind of go from the cup kind of guy. First of all, I got to thank Keith's wife, because she's the one that told me about this great program. And then I talked to Keith, and Keith told me talk to Ryan. Ryan encouraged me. I think Mark was there too. So if anybody's thinking about stepping up their game in leadership, it is a great program. I really enjoyed the last year with these guys. If you're thinking about stepping up your leadership, go ahead and look into the program. It's a great program. I want to thank State Association in Minnesota for all they've done for me. And also I got to thank my 2 brothers that cover my work when I'm here. So, with that, thank you.
Thank you, Randy. Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I am inspired by the commitment to leadership that these individuals, they've stepped up to the plate. And our organization is blessed by a whole core of individuals that are willing to do the same thing. Each one of these individuals have the ambition and have showed that leadership potential throughout the whole experience. On behalf of NCF and NACD, I thank you for your time and dedication to look forward to seeing the amazing things that will come before you next in your leadership journey. I have a feeling this won't be the last time that I see you and we all see you at an event like this. Let's hear it one more time for the 2025 NGL graduates.
Thank you, Brent, and congratulations again to all of the NGLI and Envirothon award winners. Ryan, Sam, Phil, Barbara. It doesn't feel like 5 years ago that we were doing that. Wow. Again, congratulations. Fantastic. Before we go, just a couple of reminders. We have the next round of fantastic breakout sessions that are going to begin at 2 o'clock, as well as our resolutions hearings will also be at 2. And if I do not remind you all that the President's Association table will close at 3 o'clock, both Carl and Sam will not let me ever back on the stage again. So be sure, if you want one of those awesome 80th anniversary belt buckles, go by the President's Association table before 3 o'clock. Lastly, we will look forward to seeing you all back here in this room for the reception and pre-auction activities this afternoon at 6, and then the auction to support all of this great work done by the National Conservation Foundation. That auction will begin at 7 sharp. So I look forward to seeing you then, and with that, we are adjourned.